That was the worst delivery of "you bastard" I've ever heard. As they've just explained, the gimmick for this fight is that we have to shoot the boss through the magic rings. If there is no ring, we'll do something else. And it's much faster to regenerate sucking on bottles, because they respawn anyway.
Use the magic circle that Nikki created!
Nikki, you could have put it in a better place. Just saying. Did he say dough? We're fighting Homer Simpson now. Ew. Does he like it when I do that? Did they have to subtitle old man groaning?
Go for his arms!
Now I need to run through the circle. I'd like to point it out that this is the final boss battle, and we still can only be killed by grandbabies. Of course he has lasers. Yes, I'm killing the very same enemy variants we first saw in the Asylum level, and it's all just wasting time. We have to kill a quota before Nikki makes another ring. That slam attack is fun. We'll see it in action sometime when I'm not enjoying invincibility frames.
Right! Watch out for his charge attack!
Yep, that was it. Instant dismemberment if you don't dodge the shockwave. Naturally, to know when the wave is coming, you have to look at the boss. Which is not easy when you are trying to stay locked onto trash enemies. Look over Ah shit, not again.
Go for his arm!
You still fight for a hopeless cause.
I'll kill you! I swear I'll kill you! It won't matter that you're immortal!
I'll take this back.
Rice!
You no longer need this.
Yeah, I was planning on returning it anyway.
Thanks to you, I was able to locate another meeting place.
What are you saying?
The last one.
Sucks to be you!
I knew that one day another one would present themselves to you, which is why I planted the evil eye in you. I have seen everything you have seen and I hope as would I to watch it. Failed to capture her means pick up after 5 centuries is nothing to concern yourself with. says a little more. I am the king of demons, not a god. And what a great god there is. Cast your eye to the sky, and behold the age where our god shall be born. As soon as I am done with you, I shall summon our god, and the world shall be ruled by demons. Fear not, though. Humankind shall be allowed to continue. Amidst silence.
Oh no!
You shall remain immortal for a while longer. That will fade away in time.
I'm glad to be rid of it.
Languish in agony. Try and resist me if you dare.
Thank you!
Well, wasn't that a great plot dump? When you go for so much explaining in a single cutscene, you'd better offer some crazy shit like Metal Gear Solid 2, instead of generic evil plots. Oh, I think these are stronger spoons and puppies. We're making progress.
Bryce! Look over there!
Where?
Face your demise.
Bryce! Look over there!
Arcadia, you do realize I have your voice firmly associated with suddenly falling apart now, don't you?
Bryce, look!
Prepare to meet your maker.
Technically, you are the maker of Demon Bryce, and we've already met you. Arcadia, you are giving me a splitting headache.
It's difficult from where you are. Get to higher ground and attack from there.
Let's get to the high ground. Whoever designed this fight must have hated the players. There's platforming, instant death by grandbaby QTE, and a shockwave you never see coming. Also, there is the invulnerability phase of the boss, you know, when there is no ring. I didn't realize he spawned things out of his eyeball. Do you think this fight is supposed to remind us about all the great battles we've had so far? There are birdies now.
Bryce, be careful!
Shut up, Arcadia. One element that makes the shockwave annoying is that you don't dodge when the tentacle hits the ground.
Look over there!
Embrace.
You must dodge when the dust marking the shockwave reaches you.
Bryce, look!
And you can't just work out the timing for that, because the delay depends on the relative positions of Bryce and the boss. And you both are moving. I suppose, in theory, I could set the ability which increases the invincibility frames in the dodge roll, and coast on that.
Bryce! Watch out for his charge attack!
That is my major problem with the skills. They are not improving the character, they are unfucking badly working design elements. All weapons are underpowered, because there is a skill to compensate. Movement in all modes is slow, there are skills for that. Buying skills is a grind? Well, here are skills to boost XP gains. Ah, shit. Really, what are the skills we've unlocked so far that actually add something new and good? Explosive limbs, bullet time, and maybe shooting elemental bullets when you're affected by said element. And that's pretty much it.
Bryce!
We'll see a bunch of new skills after this guy dies, but they'll probably end up a disappointment.
Bryce! Look over there!
Explosive puppies too. We're definitely going through the entire bestiary. People have been saying the game is buggy, but I believe that almost every problem with NeverDead is a result of simply bad or intentionally bad design. Every problem is something to fix with skills. But nothing can save this camera. Oh, I get it, he needs a hug. Alright, he's nearly dead. All we need is a hit or two. For a demon, this guy is impressively religious, with this "prepare to meet your maker" line. Is God watching? Is God rendering his health bar? Here's another thing. Even when you're decapitated, you can't detonate the limbs unless they've been separated from the body. I love demon-on-demon friendly fire. Come on, you idiot, hump the platform.
Get to higher ground and attack from there!
This is it. This is for making me jump on these crappy rocks.
Your immortality has nothing. You, nothing.
This is how it went down.
Bryce.
You still want a piece of me after what he just did to you. You don't stand a chance.
Bryce.
Don't worry, he's all mine.
Take this.
Leave it to me.
This feels like the end for me. Don't you think?
This is the end of all that we know. Cypher, you see it?
Bryce! It's time to move! Let's get out of here!
Right, let's go!
Bryce.
Keep running. I'll be right behind.
Bryce! Bryce!
I won't let you get away that easily. I'm taking you with me to hell.
Bryce!
Don't worry, just keep going! I've just got a few loose ends to tie up!
Nikki, come on!
Nikki!
Hey Nikki, fuck you! Would have been better last words. Oh, this is your reward for beating the game. I'll shut up until NeverDead comes back on, after the 21-minute mark. Okay, so that was a song. Personally, as far as Egyptian-themed game music goes, I prefer the ending clip of Amon-Ra from Splashdown. It's something. As for NeverDead, well, one of the reviewers back in the day was perfectly right. It is a game, and you can complete it. And I have to add, it is shorter than Knight's Contract. That's a big plus. Also, again, to me it doesn't feel buggy the way Knight's Contract did. It's genuinely badly designed. It's as if there were a cool initial concept, and then everyone suggested stupid ideas, and they were all implemented. Oh, and here are the credits for Nicki's song, by the way. And for the Japanese version, they're doing that thing when the game character is supposedly a real performer. Yeah, no one gives a shit about Nikki Summerfield.
There's no one you can trust.
Or other characters. The characters have been a disappointment, haven't they? They didn't really get any development. Bryce, Nikki and Arcadia were bitching about everything all the time, and Arcadia going soft in the last levels was strange and it just came out of nowhere. Alex was there in nearly 4 cutscenes. Sangria was fine. He's a perfect, silly, cackling villain to serve as a mid-boss. Impeccable dress sense too, I wish everyone in the game would dress like this. And Sangria was the only character having fun and plotting and being all smug, while also dumb as a rock. And fuck, do I have to address the main character, the screen tearing. It should not be happening in a sodding cutscene. I've never seen a credits roll with screen tearing. It doesn't feel quite as bad when I'm playing the game, although it does happen. Maybe I'm just noticing it more when I'm watching the video. Maybe it's a bit amplified by the capture card. Supposedly tearing can be introduced when there is a big mismatch between the game's actual FPS and the capture card rate. Except I'm recording at 30, and there is no way NeverDead is running at 60 or even close to that. Maybe it's the other way. Maybe it's running at 20 or 15. This is almost the end of the credits roll. Let's wait and see what we get after it. There is another cutscene, yes, and most of you will probably guess the general idea of what happens in it.
Bryce.
Hey, sweet cheeks. I guess you're pretty lonely without me, huh?
Bryce?
It's hell over here. My kind of place.
Sound engineering goofs. That was a landline phone ring, followed by the click of a picked-up receiver. Hey, look at weapons. We found a bowgun. Bowgun? Bowgun. Someone in Australia is grinning at this. 15 new abilities. What's this? Cowardly words. That's new. Since we're almost always short on limbs, Desperate could be a useful skill. And we finally get to open all ability slots and earn XP with a 70% bonus. Limbs don't fly off too far. I'd prefer them not to fly off at all. Oh, rude words. What a coincidence. This is what I've been thinking this entire playthrough. And here's a skill completely useless in single player. I want to see some rude words in action. We all do, right? There is nothing too exciting besides that, though. Let's give it a shot, and I'll show you the level select menu. You know, many games with collectibles actually put collectible counts in the level select screen, so that you know where to look and how many you're missing. Well, NeverDead is not one of those games. This is all we get, 9 pictures. Why the fuck would I want to replay the prologue? Oh, and as you see, you can't directly access the apartment. If memory serves, the museum had a good fight in the beginning. Now, I'm terribly sorry, but I'll skip ahead a little. First of all, the bad news. Rude words don't do jack shit. But here's our bowgun. We get 2 of them at once, and they have infinite ammo. They are more or less the guns Bryce was using 500 years ago. And they're still worse than a shotgun. But rude words definitely do not work. I've tried running around with limbs missing, getting torn apart, and if anything, Bryce is quieter now. My guess is there are missing voice files. I've searched online, and there was one unanswered thread at GameFAQs, saying the same thing. Hey guys, I've got rude words, but what does it do? But I've also found a news piece mentioning that cowardly words and desperate ability were coming as DLC. I can't check what's up with NeverDead's DLC because it's been delisted from the PSN.
Hurry up and open that gate.
But it wouldn't surprise me if it were a glitch of some sort, and you could buy a skill in the game which only worked if you had the DLC.
I refuse.
Come on now, Bryce. Reconnect them. Hurry up.
By the way, the levels are full of invisible walls if you're looking for them. There is a collectible in that red pipe on the scaffolding. But for example, dropping from the roof into the museum, you can't immediately land on the balcony and short the fuse box to proceed. You must fall all the way down and talk to Arcadia. So Bryce, any rude words for us?
I need a hand. Literally.
No? Well, fuck you too. You see, he's really quiet. Anyway, what should I play next? Oh, I have an idea. A PlayStation 3 exclusive. And without screen tearing.